on vibesworkshop.com. This is Jerry Leek once again presenting ideas adapted to the African log xylophone, the Balafon. Please look at the video 1 before this, the 3-3-2 study, part 1. This is part 2, which is going to create more variations for the left hand to get more independence, more complexity to the phrase, more sophistication. Here's what we did in the first video, but definitely back it up a bit in the other video to really get into it. Just laying down the beat with the ankle bells, laying it down, and we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, tucky, the tucky, the tucka, tucky, the tucky, the tucka. Then we did variations, 1, 2s, tucka, tucka, tuck, maybe going lower. Tucka, tucka, then 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Next pattern we did was the offbeat 8th note. Here they are, because it's a review of last video, so check that out. That's the basic, then tucka, 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 tucka. Then tucka, 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 1 and 2. Okay, so now this is where we pick up things a bit, and we're going to create more variations for the left hand. Basically, right now, just single beat variations. Take the offbeat 8th note and make it a 2/16. Sang, sang, si, sang, sang, si, sang, sang, si, sang, sang. Taka, taka, ta, 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 taka, taka, ta. So I'm wearing the ankle bells so that we're always aware of where the beat is, where the downbeat is, where the 1 is, and where, of course, the rest of the beat, because things are starting to move around. So here we go with that phrase. Take the offbeat 8th note, and then make it a 16th. Keep it straight, some straight feel for now. Here we go. Okay, everybody, apologies for the edit here. My iMovie software keeps clinking out on me, and this is the 4th time I've attempted to do this video, so I'm just going to do some edits to put it all together. So basically we left off with the right hand playing, and the right hand going through its variations. And I'll bring in the lower register now. So we get this. 1 and a 2. Here we go. That 4-bar phrase I did before, which would be, sorry, again. All kinds of possibilities. Remember my saying, always and always. All possibilities all the time. Okay, so hopefully this won't cut out on me. I can carry on. If we went from the double, so the offbeat 16ths, like a little gallop, and that to me is very much inspired by the African Kagan rhythm, so I refer to that in the African context. We went from the gospel clap to more of sort of an African Kagan. Kagan, Kagan, Kagan is for some of the rhythms that I feature in the African side, thus the shirt. Now we're going to bring that all down to a downbeat, so it becomes... much influenced a very famous pattern. Of course, we've all heard it before. It's very popular in the Afro-Cuban bongo bell sequence for gong, kiki, gong, kiki. So you can start to mimic these kind of low and highs from the bell and the long and the shorts again on the instrument. So that's the pattern, and here we go. Not too fast. The ones. again with the coming down a bit for more variety. Again, a constant left hand, and we're exploring options there, with the shape changing in the right hand. So that's my third variation, offbeat 8th note, becoming offbeat 16th, landing on the beat. So what we do is we take that 1 and a 2 and a 16th notes once again, get rid of the middle hit, get rid of the and we have a Brazilian shuffle. Or a 16th note shuffle, which is very much inspired to me in the kind of pondero pattern on the Brazilian frame drum. These becoming more involved, of course. So here we go, the sequence. Now I'll go to the lower register and give it a little more shape. I gotta say that the 2/3s, that last pattern, has a lot of energy and funness to it, which of course we want to have as we play all of this instrument, all of our music. Music is difficult, and it should be, but it should also be fun. So I'm having fun, and hopefully you are too. Now, that covers my kind of primary cells on the left hand. Offbeat 8th note, offbeat 16th, bongo bell, and then the 16th note shuffle. Things become quite more intricate as we bring in some of the more African, call it polymetric concepts. In other words, the 4/3. Now, I have the foot here because the 4/3 is now taking place here. And of course, you're not going to wear ankle bells when you play the vibes or marimba, whatever the case may be. But we need to know where our reference is. And that's what this is all about. So I'm doing a dotted 8th note consecutively. And it's a bar of 3, basically. 1, a 2, and 3, 1, a 2. But remember, our phrase is in 2/4. So what's going to happen is I'm going to need to do three sets of each pattern in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 1. So 3 of those will complete one cycle. Whenever you play a pattern in a kind of a 3 cross rhythm against an existing phrase, you need to rotate or play the phrase 3 times for it to come around. So we're looking at a much larger shape. And I can sing the phrase while doing this. Sang, sang, see, 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 taka, taka, ta, taka, taka, ta, taka, taka, ta, taka, 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 ta, taka, 2/3 would be taka, taka, ta, 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 taka, taka, ta. Again, the whole idea is to kind of get to the point where you're surrendering all the tension you may be feeling. You know, it seems pretty flowing right now, but when you get into the mechanics, they can be very distracting and start to kind of drive you crazy a bit. Just get into a continuum. That's autopilot. That's the whole Polymeter. Okay, there's other variations on this, so let me just dive in and show you how that works. Here we go. Where's the 1? Right there. Inside this, rather than explaining it, let yourself discover how the phrase is rotating around this guy here. So it has all these different anchor points that are very exciting and beneficial. Now, there's more. This variation here is just playing the 1s of the cell. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, consecutive fast 3 and 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, or the tucky, the tucky, the tucky, the tucky, just playing the tops. Now, taka, 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 1 E, a 2, and a, and 1 E, a 2, and a. It's going to share the same starting point as the original, but a second hit. And refer to the description for some general breakdowns of the notation using syllables. And I also have other things that I think I'm going to be included in that. So here are our variations with that. Again. Now the 1, 2s. Accidentals there, as they say. Then the same thing with the 2, 3s, which ends up being a rotation of what I just did, but a different downbeat. Anyway, let's just feel it. Here we go. Sorry. Okay, so I was trying to talk as I did that, but that became impossible. All right, last one is a very slow. So you take what we did here, 1 E, a 2, and slow it down to half speed, or half speed of that would be half time would be this one. Very simple, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2. But remember, we're in 2/4. It actually is quite elegant and quite challenging because it's so open. Here are those combinations, and that will end this little journey into our binary study of 3-3-2. Here we go. Again, I had a flub there. Here's the basic. 1, 2s. Okay, that one's pretty tricky as well. The 2, 3s. Here we go. Let's give it a go. So obviously I should have practiced those a little more. They come from my drum set world, but it is when you're playing it on a different instrument, no excuses, but it does translate differently in how you hear it and the mechanics. That said, that concludes kind of a long extended exploration inside these binary cells 3-3-2, simple variations here, and lots of involvement. So having both gears, both hands working together to create different grooves on the instrument. Why not? That said, let's leave it at that for the short forms. There's other rotations of this phrase here, but I'm going to move into a long form study next to show you how this phrase can actually expand and grow. But the article and other things that I include in the supplemental materials will give you more information on going even further, putting you on the path, and the path never ends. That said, take care and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.